And 30 is a captain, Isaiah.
Welcome,
And
folks,
31.
to the Post Falls freshman versus Kellogg varsity. Looks like we're going out for the coin toss.
What a beautiful night for football. We've got Kellogg captains and Post Falls captains out in the middle of the field right now. We'll announce those as soon as we get those numbers. Referees explaining the options to the captains. The visiting team will make the coin toss. There it is. Coin toss hits the ground. Heads or tails? Looks like Kellogg has won the toss, and then by their arm motion, had chosen to defer to the second half, which will give Post Falls the option. Let's see how they line up. Kellogg puts their back to the sun. They deferred, and Post Falls will receive the ball. So we've got captains 40, 41, and 15. 15, is Ridge Ortley. Number 40 is Brady Vergabi. And number 41 is Wyatt Story. Those are your captains for Kellogg. Captains for Post Falls Trojans is Isaiah Bearshield, number 30, Evan Randall, number 31, and Gavin Reynolds, number 35. Just a moment now till kickoff.
Well, we've got a few fans out in the stands today, Doug. Maybe 50 on the home side and 25 on the away side. We welcome our Wildcat fans to the stream tonight.
We have streamed one of the other Kellogg freshman games. Not sure if that was the Post Falls A team or B team, but some of these names are somewhat familiar, so maybe we'll be able to call them out as they get to make plays out there.
Looking like we could use one more person over there on the chain gang. Best seat in the house.
Sounds like they're soliciting for volunteers on the chain gang. I'm not sure that's the best seat in the house. I think the best seat in the house might be up here,
I feel
Tyson.
like we got it, Doug. I feel like we're sitting in the best seat in the house. I'm going to say the chain gang is the best accessible seat in the house to all the good fans.
Kicking off for the Wildcats will be number 52. Number 52 is Jaden Bauer. Back to receive for the Post Falls Trojans, number 37 and number 11. Number 11 is Owen Netterhood, and number, what did I say, 31?
37?
37 is Tanner Piper. Signals given for the ready to play. As soon as the referees are in position, give him the okay.
Looks like we got our second chain gang member.
Oh, yeah, there she goes. Well, thank you for volunteering, whoever that is. There's the whistle. Ready to start the game. And it's a good kick. Hits the ground at about the 20-yard line. Picked up there by, I believe, Owen Netterhood. He causes a couple tackles to be missed, and he makes it up to about the 37-yard line before he's tackled. First down and 10, Trojans. From the 37.5-yard line, right in the middle of the two 5-yard lines. How about that? We'll get the quarterback and that for you tonight. If I'm not mistaken, it'll be Riley Sullivan, number 36. In the backfield will be number 30, Isaiah Bearshield. Sullivan hands off to Bearshield. He's up the left tackle for a gain of a couple yards. Second down and 7. Actually, Tyson, based on my first announcement, that's probably 7.5. He's right on the 40-yard line. Sullivan, oh, there's a whistle. Looked like we might have some motion penalty on post falls. Illegal procedure on the Trojans. Move it back 5 yards. It'll be second down and about 12. Gavin Reynolds split out to the right side. Sullivan behind center. Got a man in motion. Oh, we got 2 men almost in motion there. Number 31, Evan Randall, came around the right end for a gain of about 10 yards. It'll be third down and 4. So I guess a gain of about 8 yards. Third down and 4. Sullivan faked the handoff to the running back, decided he wasn't going to take the ball, so he followed him into the hole. But we had movement over here on the right side. That'll move him back 5 yards if they accept the penalty. It'll be third down and about 9. Evan Randall in motion to the left side. He goes out and gets set. We got trips to the left side. Sullivan takes the ball. He drops it, goes to run, is caught in the backfield. Tackling is number 21 and number 29. 21 is Coulter Wood and number 29 is Tom O'Neill. Caught him in the backfield for a big loss. It'll be fourth down and 20. We got the chain gang moving, but they're not supposed to. Well, that's going to be interesting, Tyson. I'm sure the referee doesn't even know they're moving.
Well,
back in punt formation, number 60, Keegan Stokey. Keegan Stokey takes the kick. He gets the kickoff, but he's hit in the backfield. Number 41 takes the ball at the 45-yard line, is tackled right there. There is a flag back where the punt happened. I got to believe that it'll probably be roughing the punter against the Wildcats. That'll bring up a 1st and 10. That penalty always carries with it a first down. $15-yard penalty. We'll put the Trojans out to about the 45-yard line, somewhere near there, 43-yard line. 1st and 10, post falls.
I'd say that chain gang got awfully lucky on that one.
That chain gang was
The
wandering
automatic
around
first
over
down.
there. They didn't receive a lot of instruction before the game, so I got to believe they're not really sure of what they're doing over there yet. But I'm sure the referee will have them figured out by the end of the game. Sullivan takes the ball, hands off to the running back. Running back moves ahead for about 7 yards. Running back's number 49, Blake Williams. Second down and Long 2. Sullivan takes the snap, hands off to number 49, Blake Williams. Williams pushes ahead to the first down right at the 45-yard line. Run of about 7 yards. The last couple of plays, Post Falls has looked a little more organized. Before that, they seemed a little disorganized. Had players moving and got a couple illegal penalties on them, but it looks like they might have figured that out.
I think they're figuring it out.
They don't get to play every week. Sullivan hands off to Blake Williams again. He pushes ahead to about the 43-yard line, gain of about 2 yards. Number 36 into the game. Number 36 has been in the game. He's the quarterback, Riley Sullivan. He was over getting signals from the coach. He runs back into the field of play there. Got a man in motion. Got 2 men in motion. And he hands off. Sullivan hands off. He's caught in the backfield. That number 31 is Evan Randall. He's caught in the backfield by number 21, by number 79, and by number 7. 7 is Jager Hall. 21 is Coulter Wood, and I forget the other number that I mentioned there, 79, I think, or something. Don't see it on the list. Third down and 12. Man in motion. Snap to Sullivan. Sullivan drops back to pass. He's getting rushed by number 7. Decides he's better off running the ball. He takes off, gets out to the original line of scrimmage at about the 45-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Looks like he made a couple yards more than that. Be 4th down and about 8. Run by Sullivan. Post Falls in punt formation. Boy, he was lucky to get that one away. The ball was mishandled there. They did touch the ball, and Post Falls jumped on it on the 15-yard line.
Couple of lucky breaks for Post Falls.
That'll be a first down and 10 from the 15-yard line for Post Falls. And we have a timeout. Kellogg Wildcats. That was a lucky break, all right. You're right, Tyson.
That's the second lucky break of the night, I think. I'm rooting for Post Falls, of course. They got a son playing, but the roughing the kicker, the recovered punt, they're getting a couple of lucky breaks tonight.
Well, and he was lucky to get that punt off. I don't know. There was a man right next to him when he kicked it, so he must have just missed blocking that punt. Sullivan with the snap. He blindly hands it to number 49, Blake Williams. Blake is caught in the backfield for a 5-yard loss. Second down and 15 from the 15-yard line. Or, I'm sorry, from the 20-yard line. Post Falls in the red zone first time tonight. Still early in the first quarter. We've got movement on both sides. Let's see what they call. Encroachment on the defense. The man in motion actually drew those men off, so we got 5 yards back. It'll be second down and 10 from the 15. Sullivan with the snap, hands off to Blake Williams, I believe. He's bulls ahead for about 5 yards. Be third down and 5 from the 10-yard line. So on that last penalty, referees have to make a decision. Did that man go in motion? Did he simulate a snap and draw the defense off? If he did, then it's a penalty on the offense. If they felt like he was just normally going in motion and the defense was drawn off, then it's encroachment. So it's a really subjective call by the officials. Sullivan with the snap, hands off to Blake Williams. He's over the left side. Looks like he got enough for a first down, but not enough for the touchdown yet. It'll be first down goal from the 3-yard line. So far, Blake Williams has been the workhorse tonight. Sullivan takes the snap, hands off to Blake Williams again. He's caught right at the line of scrimmage and down there by number 29. 29 is Tom O'Neill. Right back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal from the 3-yard line. Man in motion, number 45, stops in motion. Sullivan hands off. We got a whistle. That'll probably be another illegal procedure on the offense. 5-yard penalty, second and goal from the 8-yard line.
Post Falls is getting a little schooled tonight on the official front. Tough lessons.
I don't know if people are having trouble hearing the quarterback or if they're just, getting anxious to move, but bark a little louder. You might draw the defense off too, Sullivan in shotgun formation. Blake Williams set up behind him. 45 goes in motion and gets set over the left tackle. Sullivan takes the ball. We got another whistle before the play was to really take off. Another illegal procedure. Second down and goal from about the 13-yard line. Unfortunately, the Trojans are working their way the wrong way. I'm not sure, and I wouldn't want to point out the player that's moving if there's more than one or if it's just a single player, but we got to get this together. Otherwise, we might end up in the middle of the field again. .49 goes in motion to the left, out on the left flat. Quarterback throws, and boy, almost threw the interception. Looked like he was throwing it to number 29 from the Wildcats. 29, Tom O'Neill, was right there. From this angle, it looked like the pass was actually thrown to Tom. And he couldn't quite hang on to it. He might have been able to deep six that one if he had been able to catch it. I mean, looked like it was open running all the rest of the way.
Come on, Doug. We don't need to think that way.
3rd and goal from the 13-yard line. Let's see what they pull out here. Sullivan hands off to Blake Williams off the left side. Somebody had his jersey, but it wasn't enough to stop him, and a couple other climbed on to stop him right about the line of scrimmage. Might have made a yard on that one. 4th down and goal from the 12-yard line. Nobody likes those illegal procedure calls, except maybe the defense.
I was going to
They
say,
like those, but
I'm pretty sure that the Wildcats are loving those illegal procedure calls. I sure would be if I were them.
But if you're an up lineman and you're having to get down a 3-point or 4-point stance every time, and then you got to get up and wait for him to set the ball again, it's up and down, up and down, up, and you feel like a catcher in baseball, up and down. Sullivan barking the number. Oh,
Yeah.
I think we've got another illegal procedure over there.
Our wide out over
I think
there.
that might have been the wide receiver. Fourth and goal from the 17-yard line. .50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. No score. Post Falls Trojans versus Kellogg Wildcats. Trojans are trying to get in the end zone. It's 4th down and goal from 17-yard line. Sullivan takes the snap. He drops back to pass. He lets the long one go. He's got a receiver over there, but he's not able to pull it in. He did get one hand on it, but it wasn't enough to be able to pull it in. That's number 35. Gavin Reynolds was not quite able to secure the ball, and so it'll be 1st and 10, Kellogg's Wildcats from the 17-yard line. And I would guess, if I'm not mistaken, they're going to, it looks like they might have called, all the Wildcats are over there on the sideline. Ball's whistled for play. 27 seconds left to go. The clock will start on the snap. High snap. Quarterback number 3 pitches to the running back. He's down there for a loss. Gavin Reynolds was in on that tackle. Number 3 is not on the list. Oh, yes, he is. He's down here at the bottom, James Marinko. Number 3, he must alternate between two numbers, 3 and 20. He's the quarterback out there for Kellogg. And there's the end of the first quarter. It's kind of been a first quarter of unfortunate errors. I think Post Falls has probably had the ball about 10 minutes out of that 12 minutes.
Well, and I think the officials moved the ball more than the offense did, so that's made it kind of an interesting quarter as well. There.
Second down and about 17 for Kellogg's. A pass out here to the right flat. Intended receiver was number 83, Ricky Harrelson. Marinko in shotgun formation. It's a high snap. He's able to draw it down. He's got a receiver out there on the left flat who makes it all the way down to about the 38-yard line before he's tackled there by number 36 and 45. 89 was in the area. Sorry, I can't get names quite that quick. We don't have a spotter up here, so it gets a little difficult. First and 10 for the Wildcats from the 40-yard line. Marinko with the ball, drops back to pass, passes over to the running back out on the right flat. Running back sees the defenders in front of him, makes a shift to the left, and is able to avoid a couple tackles and get up to enough for a first down. Actually, I'm going to correct myself. It wasn't Marinko that's quarterbacking. It's Reed Watcott. He hands off to the running back. Running back makes it over the 50-yard line for a first down. For a second down and about 3. Watcott with the ball. Good snap. He's got a receiver out in the left flat. Receiver's bulldog down by number 81 for Trojans. 81 is Theron Trout. First down and 10 from the 35-yard line for the Wildcats. Wildcat takes the snap, drops a couple back, takes the running back who's floated out to the right side. Looks like he got back to the original line of scrimmage. That's number 21, Coulter Wood. Watcott in the backfield with Brady Vergabi behind him. Watcott takes a snap, pitches it to Vergabi. He's over the left side. He's got plenty of room. He's got good blocking. He causes one tackler to miss, and he's in for the touchdown. Brady Vergabi with the first touchdown of the night. Kellogg Wildcats 6, Post Falls Trojans 0. Let's see what they do for the conversion. Watcott and Wyatt Story in the backfield. Watcott passes over to a receiver, number 7. Number 7 is Jager Hall for the extra point conversion. With that, score will be 8-0. Favor the Kellogg Wildcats over the Post Falls Trojans. For those of you that may be watching and wondering what the temperature is here, on the way in today, the truck showed it was 58 degrees, so it's a perfect night for the football players, maybe a little cool for the spectators. But here in the press box, it's nice and toasty. They keep us warm up here. But the players, I've got to love this temperature. Kicking off for the Wildcats is number 52, Jaden Bauer. And it's a low kick. It goes through the legs of the receiver, number 31. 31 picks up the ball and runs it to the right side, pretty much parallel to the field, and makes it to about the 30. So it'll be first down and 10 from the 30-yard line for the Trojans. Looks like we may have a change of quarterback for the Trojans. It looks like number 1, Caleb Jimerson, just come into the game. Let's see if he lines up in the backfield. Looks like he is. Ball is missnapped. Let's see who falls on it. It's right there at the line of scrimmage. Ball never got past the man in motion. I'm not sure if it hit him, if it maybe just didn't get past the center there. It looks like Post Falls recovered the ball. It'll be second down and 10.
Got a couple of shout-outs online, Doug.
All right.
Got Simon Miller. Thanks for streaming the game. Go Cats. We also have Gotta Kill 'Em All. Let's go Post Falls.
Well, we've got equal representation from both teams on the shout-outs. Jimerson fakes the handoff, takes the ball, tucks it down, goes over the right side, and he makes a nice gain of about 9 yards. Third down and 1 from the 39-yard line. Jimerson with the snap, fakes the handoff again. This time he starts to run over to the left, and he tries to pitch it to number 31. 31 is also fairly new in the game, Evan Randall. I guess I've got him down before. He's been in the game, I'm sorry. Pass was over his head. Be fourth down and 1 from the 39-yard line.
Oh, that's mic volume.
To kick off, or to punt for Post Falls, is Keegan Stokey. Gets the kick away. It's very low. It doesn't get above head high, but it's a nice rolling kick. Gets down to the 30-yard line before Post Falls touches it. And we've got clock stop. It'll be Wildcats ball on the 30-yard line, first and 10. That was kind of an unusual kick. Whitecott in the backfield with Coulter Wood behind him. Whitecott takes the snap. He passes over to number 41, Wyatt Story on the right side. Wyatt, before he's tackled after about a couple yards, looks like there may have been a fumble there. We'll see what the referees are calling if the play had stopped. Looks like the play had ended. No fumble. Wildcats will be second down and 8. Watcott takes the snap, backs up to pass. He's looking for a man on the left flat. Nice spiral pass to him. He's got a good man, number 7, Jager Hall. Nice completion for a first down for the Wildcats. He made it across the 50. He's at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Wildcats. Watcott in the backfield. He hands off to, I think that's number 21, Coulter Wood. Coulter Wood stopped after a couple yards. Looks like number 62 on the stop for Post Falls. 62 is Charles Guzman. Watcott points to a defender. He may have been across the line. Let's see what the officials call. Call encroachment on the Trojans. Be 2nd down and 3 yards to go. See Watcott in the backfield. Got number 21 floating to the left. He passed it to the right. 45. Don't have a name for you yet. He's run out of bounds by number 45. Number 45 carrying the ball. Coleman Blaylock. Number 45 who pushed him out of bounds. Tucker Pring. But not before a first down. Be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from about the 17-yard line, 16-yard line. Watcott with the snap. He backs up to pass. He's got a man over there. He's on single coverage. Looks like they might not have caught the ball, but the ball was right on target. Intended receiver was, I think, number 45. 45 is Coleman Blaylock. Be 2nd down and 9. Watcott with the ball. He looks to pass. He's got a receiver. The receiver's met there as soon as he catches the ball. Making the tackle there, I think, is number 45, Tucker Pring. Caught him as soon as he caught that ball. 3rd down and 12. Drops back. Looks like he's got a man there, but he's overthrown. Intended receiver. It's number 7, Jager Hall. Fourth down and 12. From the 16-yard line. See what they decide to do here. Number 40's in the backfield, Vergabi. Watcott joins him in the backfield back there. Watcott takes the ball. He drifts right. Looking to pass. See if he's got a man down there. He's got a man that was double covered and he couldn't quite get back to the ball. It's well defended. Well defended by number 26 and number 16. 26 is Troy Stemmen, and number 16 is Aiden Goetz, or Getz. Ball goes over. It'll be the Trojan ball, 1st and 10 from about the 19-yard line. See who's quarterbacking now. Jimerson's in, fakes the handoff, does a quick pitch. It makes a nice hurdle move. Jaeger? Jaeger, okay, not Jaeger or something. All right. Vergobi, okay. All right. Is our pronunciation? Yeah. Okay, Jimerson with the ball, hands off to the running back. Running back makes a nice dive up the middle. Gets past the line to gain, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Post Falls. I think that was Blake Williams again on the carry. So let me get this correct. Jaeger, number 7 is Jaeger Hall. Okay. You never know. I mean, it could be a German pronunciation, right? I think that's like Jaeger or Jager or something. Anyway, I'm not German, so I won't do it that way. I'll just try to remember to do Jaeger. Jimerson with the ball. He sets back to pass. He's got a man on the 40-yard line. Moves forward for a couple more yards from there. That was number 38, Matthew Duthie. Nice catch, nice reception. It'll be 2nd down and 1 from the 44-yard line. We'd like to welcome tonight in tonight's booth Tim Short. He's taken over as the cameraman for us.
Well,
That was a quick pass to the left. Got number 31 on the reception, Evan Randall, for no gain. In fact, for a loss of a couple yards, it'll be 3rd down and about 3. Welcome, Tim.
thank you. Now they know who to blame.
Go ahead and chime in anytime you feel like, Tim, on any of the commentary.
Will
I
do.
can't actually hear you in my mic, but, you know, if you speak loud enough, I can hear you
All right.
up here in the press box. So, Post Falls, 3rd down and 3, 41-yard line. Jimerson with the ball. He takes one step back, looks to carry the ball. He moves up, does not get to the line to gain. So it'll be 4th down and about 2. I think that might have been an intended quarterback sneak, but he just couldn't quite get out from the grasp of the defenders. They had that pretty well defended. We've got the Wildcats lining up in punt formation. Looks like number 60, Keegan Stokey, is in the backfield to punt. Ball is snapped high. He gets the kick off. It's a nice running kick. It goes over the head of the receiver. Receiver's number 41. He's going to let it stop there by himself. He's not going to try to pick it up. And Post Falls downs it on the 10-yard line. Number 41 is Wyatt Story. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Kellogg Wildcats. Looked to me like Post Falls was going to be able to make a drive, but then the drive kind of fizzled, and they were able to get a good punt out of it. So with minute 43 left to go in the 2nd quarter, scored Kellogg 8, Post Falls 0. We got 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on the 10-yard line. Kellogg comes out and sets up in a pro formation. They got wideouts on both sides with 2 flankers. He pitches to the running back. The running back's caught in the backfield. Looks like he might have made it back to the line of scrimmage for a slight loss. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Wildcat takes the ball, looks to pass right away. He's got a man out on the left flat, number 7. Number 7 makes a nice shifty move, gets about 5 yards on the gain. Nice reception by Jaeger Hall. Third down and 5. Wildcats take the ball. Wildcat is in the backfield. He drops back to pass. He lets the long one go. The man's well covered over there. That was Jager Hall again back on the left side. But Post Falls covered that really quite well. Number 42 and number 31, I think. 42 is Caden Farr. Number 31 is Evan Randall. Be fourth down and about 5. Wildcats line up in punt formation. Punt scrimmage low. And Post Falls takes it at the 45-yard line. It's met right there by Wildcat defenders. Number 45 on the tackle. Coleman Blaylock. Be first and 10. 40 seconds left to go in the second quarter. First and 10, Post Falls from the 46-yard line. Jimerson back to take the snap. He's got Blake Williams in the backfield with him. Looks to pass right away. He's got a man slanting in, number 38. 38 is Matthew Duthie. Makes a nice catch. A good reception for about 9 yards. It'll be second down and 1. Looks like we may have an injured player on the ground. Hats off to number 83, Ricky Harrelson. We got timeout, Post Falls. Ricky was able to make it off the field on his own power. Timeout, Post Falls. 33 seconds left to go. Post Falls is behind Kellogg Wildcats 8-0 near the end of the second quarter. Well, let's see if, Tim, Post Falls decides to air it out. They've got a couple downs left to go anyway. Maybe they'll try to get a score before the end of the second quarter.
That'd be good for them. They can get they got a good pass on that last one.
See if they can't get some momentum back on this side of the field. So far, I think the momentum has been kind of non-existent for either team, but the Wildcats were able to put it in for a touchdown there on a nice pass, I believe, and a nice run.
I think those early downs before with the wide receivers jumping the snap might have got them a little jittered.
Timerson's in the backfield. Take the snap. He takes the snap, backs up one step, fakes a pass. Then he lets a long one go. Man's double covered over there. Let's see who picks it up. And it's picked up by the Wildcats, number 2. Number 2 is Reed Watcott. He's the quarterback also. Must be the strong safety also. But he picks up the ball, and it'll be first and 10 Wildcats with 20 seconds left to go in the second quarter. He was that man was really pretty well covered by 2 defenders, both front and back. Would have been kind of a stroke of luck if the ball had been able to get through both of them to get to the intended receiver. Let's see what the Wildcats decide to do now with 20 seconds left to go and 75 yards of field to try to cover. Come out of the timeout and line up. You got pretty much a pro set. Watcott takes the ball, looks to pass. Let's go a long one. Number 7's downfield. Let's see it up. It's not complete. He had his hands on the ball, but just couldn't bring it in. But he was well defended. Had 2 or 3 defenders on him. Jager Hall is obviously one of their primary receivers, and that time was well defended by the Trojans. That play took 6 seconds to go. We got second down and 10. Watcott takes a high snap. This time he passes over the left side. He actually too long a pass for Jager to pull in on the left side. He might have had some running room had he been able to corral that ball, bring it in. But that was not to be. Be third down and 10. That play only took 4 seconds. So now we've got third down and 10 with 10 seconds left to go. They can get 2 more plays in before the end of the half. Got to be careful, though. If one of those long passes like that get picked off, the other team could go in and score right before the half, and that'd be a momentum shifter for sure. Watcott with the ball, looks to pass, does a nice high spiral. He's got a man back there, but not deep enough. Well defended again. Three post falls Trojans against 2 Kellogg Wildcats back there in the flat. Be 4th down and 10. Looks like we'll get 1 more play in before the end of the quarter, which will also be the end of the half. Watcott in the backfield, drops back again to pass. Let's go a long one. Number 7's out there at the 50-yard line, takes the reception, and he's downed right there at the 45-yard line. Nice catch and pass, but it just didn't result in anything productive other than just a few yards gained. Well, folks, that's the end of the first half. With the score, Kellogg Wildcats 8, Post Falls Trojans 0. We will join you again in about 10 minutes. All right, folks, welcome back. Had a 10-minute halftime. Now we've got a 12-minute quarter coming up, a third quarter. Kellogg Wildcats versus Post Falls Trojans. Beautiful night for football. Of course, every night I think here in Post Falls has been a beautiful night for football.
It really has been a great year for it.
We had Kellogg Wildcats deferred to the second half, so they've chosen to receive the football. Post Falls Trojans will be kicking off. Kicking off for the Post Falls Trojans will be Isaiah Bearshield, number 30. Back to receive, if the ball goes that far, will be number 40 and number, I can't catch a number, number 41, I think, 40 and 41. Brady Vergabi and Wyatt Story. It's a high kick, bounces about the 28-yard line, it's picked up off the bounce by, I think, Vergabi. We got a penalty over here. I think it's going to be an illegal blindside block. We've got a man down on Post Falls team. He got hit pretty hard right at the point of reception for the ball. It'll be 1st and 10. Kellogg Wildcats from the 35-yard line. Take care of the injured player first. Try to get you a number as soon as we can on the injured player. Looks like number 37, Tanner Piper. He's able to get up and walk off on his own power. Looks like he's a little shaken. We hope, Tanner, that there'll be no long-term effects from that hit. It should come back strong. With the penalty, be 1st and 10 from about the, looks like about the 17-yard line. We have Watcott in the backfield. Joining him in the backfield is Wyatt Story. He looks to pass right away. He's got a man out on the left flank. That man is well defended, and he's tackled for a loss. Looks like it'll be 2nd and about 11. Watcott takes the ball, takes a step back to pass. He's got a man in the flat out on the right, but he's not able to gather it in. I think he thought maybe that was a backward pass. Intended receivers number 15, Ridge Ortley. Third down and 11 from about the 15-yard line. Not quite the 15. Walcott in the backfield. He pitches to the man behind him. Man behind him fumbles the ball. I think maybe one of the defenders stripped it. We'll see who ends up with the ball. Looks like Post Falls might have the ball. Players are signaling that they have it. Ball goes over to Post Falls Trojans. Big mistake by the Kellogg Wildcats. Deep in their own territory, they lost the ball. Post Falls took advantage of it. Picked it up there on about the 12-yard line. 1st and 10, Post Falls, 12-yard line. Looks like Caleb Jimerson will be quarterbacking here in the third quarter. In the backfield joining him is number 49, Blake Williams. 45 goes in motion, Tucker Pring. Jimerson takes the ball, fakes a handoff, looks to run, avoids a couple of tacklers, but he's not able to avoid everyone, and he's tackled about the 13-yard line, maybe a loss of a yard. Second down and 11 from about the 14-yard line, 13-yard line. Jimerson takes the snap. It goes through his hands. He's got to fall on it. Falls on it at about the 25-yard line. They might give him a 24-yard line where he actually recovered the ball. Looks like they're going to put it right on the 25-yard line. Once again, Post Falls is going the wrong direction. Be third down and about 25 yards. If I add up the 5-yard line marks, it looks like it's third down and about 22 or 23 yards. Jimerson in backfield. I think Blake Williams is the running back lined up. 45 goes in motion. Tucker Pring drops back to pass. He's got a man. Man hits a couple of defenders and drags him down to the 5-yard line. Nice gain, nice pass. It was a good play by Jimerson. Down to, let's catch a number on that. I didn't catch the number. Nice reception and a nice run after catch. Down to the 5-yard line. It'll be fourth down and about 3. Well, let's see if they can either get the first down or they can push it in for a touchdown. This would be an added lift for the Post Falls Trojans if they're able to get the ball in the end zone after the turnover. Jimerson hands off to, I think, Blake Williams. Blake Williams is down. He may have a first down. First and goal from about the 2-yard line. Nice handoff to Blake Williams. Good running. He was met right at the line of scrimmage, was able to carry a couple players for a couple yards to get to first down. So it'll be first and goal from about the 2-yard line. That was a critical turnover for the Wildcats. Here we go, Post Falls. Jimerson in shotgun formation with Blake Williams in the backfield. We got pro formation. Man goes in and motion to the right. Hand off to Blake Williams over the left side. He's in for the touchdown. Good blocking by the home team. They're in for the score. With that score, it makes it 8-6. Favor of the Wildcats. Let's see what they do for the extra point conversion. Looks like they're running their swinging gate formation. See what the defense does to react to it. Ball's handed off to number 31, and he's tackled before the goal line. 31 is Evan Randall. Or snapped, I'm sorry. The ball was snapped to Evan Randall and behind the gate, basically, behind the offensive line, and he was not able to get in for the extra point conversion. So as it is, the score stands 8-6, favor of the Kellogg Wildcats. Well, that ought to add a little lift to the Post Falls Trojans. They haven't had much to cheer about this quarter or about this game so far. But hopefully that'll raise their spirits and they'll be able to play a little more evenly in the second half.
Always feels better to be on the board.
It sure does. Get that goose egg off.
Right.
You know, I have to do a shout out to Tyson France. He's not here, but I know he's monitoring us from somewhere. But you know, he could be a presidente of this corporation. He handles all the equipment and all that. He's got Tim Short here to take his place. He's in charge of some boys at the church, and they're making knives tonight, I guess. And they're going to do templates out of aluminum first, and then they're going to go to the real thing and make some knives out of files. So he's working with young men, trying to help them become men. So shout out to Tyson France. Have a great night. We'll try to take care of business here at the field. Isaiah Bearshield to kick off for the Post Falls Trojans. Nice high kick. Got a receiver down here. Takes it at the 30-yard line. Makes a couple nice moves. Looks like he's got a defender that's riding on his back now. Looks like number 86 maybe. 86 is Alexander Hakinson or Hawkinson. Alexander, nice tackle if that was you. Sorry we don't always get the numbers. That's a name I haven't called too much before, probably ever, so may have mispronounced it, but well play. Good play. Watcott in backfield. Watcott takes a high snap. He drifts right. He's got a receiver out here on the flat. Receiver's number 15. He sheds a tackle, sheds a second tackle. He's off to the races. Looks like he's down, probably out of bounds. Number 15 is Ridge Ortley. Nice play. Ridge made enough for a first down. He avoided several tackles on that run. Pretty shifty. Watcott back to pass again. He's got a man out there at the 40-yard line. He's being held up by one defender around his ankle. See if we can get a number there. Number 1, that's Caleb Jimerson on the tackle. Kellogg Wildcats, 2nd down and 5 from the 42-yard line. Watcott takes a snap, drops back. He starts to bootleg right. He's got a man out here in the right flat, number 15. I think that's Story again. I'm sorry, that's Ortley again. For a nice gain. Looks like it's a first down. 1st and 10, Kellogg Wildcats from the 30-yard line. So far, the Wildcats seem to be mixing it up pretty well between run and pass. Although I think passes, they do better on the passes. Watcott in backfield. Takes the snap, drifts left, sets up the pass. He's got a man over there. Can he reach it over his shoulder? Just a little beyond his reach. Intended receiver. Number 29. Number 29 is Tom O'Neill. Ball was just a little bit out of his reach. Almost connected. 2nd down and 10 from the 30-yard line. Watcott back to pass. He's got a pass over in the right flat. Ball looks like it went between the receiver's hands, the intended receiver there. I want to say 13, but I'm not positive here. Maybe 83. See if we've got an 83. Ricky Harrelson. Intended receiver on that pass. Just a little tall for him. Watcott in shotgun formation. Takes the ball, steps back a couple drops, passes to the running back going off the left flat. Number 21, Coulter Wood. With the reception, not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of about a yard. 4th down and 11. 4th and 12. Well, what looked like a pretty promising drive now has stalled here at about the 30-yard line. Post Falls Trojans have been playing some pretty good defense on the pass plays. Watcott lines up again. Shotgun formation. No punt here, unless it's a quick punt. Watcott bootlegs to the right. He's got a man down. He passes off the run, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted by Post Falls, number 11, Owen Netterhood. Owen catches the ball down on about the 8-yard line. Unfortunately, if he had thought about that, he might have knocked it down. Instead, they would have got the ball out on about the 30-yard line. Instead, all he could see was the ball coming his way, and they're trained to catch the ball on interceptions, so he gathered the ball in, and it's first down and 10 from about the 8-yard line. They lost about 22 yards on that play. They would have got the ball turned over to him had they just knocked it down.
Well, let's face it, an interception's a lot better story at the end of the night, right?
Oh, absolutely. He'll have stories to tell this tomorrow in school. Looks like Caleb Jimerson in the backfield takes the ball, hands off. Let's tell you, the runner meets him at the line of scrimmage and is run backfield. So that's number 49. Number 49 is Blake Williams. He's been the primary running back in the backfield with Jimerson. Second down and 10 from about the 8-yard line. Got a man in motion, number 31. Jimerson hands off to him. 31 is Evan Randall. He's around the right corner. He's not quite able to get to the sideline. He's run out of bounds after about a 6 or 8 yard gain. Looks like it'll be third down and about 3. Third down and 3 from the 15-yard line for the Trojans. Jimerson sends a man in motion. He pitches to that man in motion behind his back. I think that number may be close to a first down. Oh, it looks like he may be hurt. Let's see. Number 31. 31 is Evan Randall. Took that ball on the pitch, went around the left end. Was able to get up a few yards before he was tackled. Number 18 goes in for him. Number 18 is Kellen Odd. Be fourth down. Oh, no, they mark it a first down. First and 10 for the Trojans from about the 18-yard line. I think number 18's back in, Kellen Odd again. Jimerson takes the ball, hands off to the running back. Running back's around the left tackle. He's up to about the 21-yard line. Just past the 20-yard line. A second down and about 8. Jimerson with Williams in the backfield, number 45. Tucker Pring goes in motion, stops, gets set. He fakes it to the running back. He passes to number 18, Kellen Odd. Odd brings in the reception and looks like he may be inbounds, but real close to the sideline after a few yards gained. Be third down and 4. Jimerson and Williams in the backfield. Jimerson sets up the pass. He's got a man right at the line to gain. Let's see where they mark it. He's tackled immediately and brought back, but it looks like they're going to give him the first down. I think that was number 35 on the reception. 35 is Gavin Reynolds. First down, Trojans. at about the 39-yard line. Jimerson takes the ball, sets up to pass almost immediately. Ball goes off the hand of the receiver. Boy, he stretched out for that and got hit right away, so he'll pay for that one. That'll be a hard one to rub off. Number 35, I think, was the intended receiver, Gavin Reynolds. Second down and 10, an incomplete pass. So we've got trips to the right side, Jimerson and Williams in the backfield. Man in motion sets up on the left side. Quarterback keeper over the right corner. Oh, it looks like maybe the defender stole the ball from him before he was downed. That defender is number 29, Tom O'Neill. Let's see. I don't see any flags. I don't hear any whistles. Plays over. The defender's already in the end zone. Looks like he ran it in. So I think that's a touchdown for the Wildcats. It's a situation where he just went up to tackle him and grabbed the ball from him and took it in for the touchdown. Ball is set at the 3-yard line for the extra point. See what the Wildcats do here on the extra point. Looks like they set up in regular formation. Watcott in the backfield. Takes the ball, looks to pass right away. He's got a receiver out there in the left flat. Goes through his hands. That intended receiver, I think, is number 80. Nope. Maybe 28. See if we've got a 28. I don't see a 28. There is a 29. Tom O'Neill, he might have been the intended receiver on that. So with the score by Kellogg leads Post Falls 14-6 with 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Just about the time Post Falls ends up with a little momentum, Kellogg Wildcats take the momentum back on a strip ball and runs it in for a touchdown. That's a pretty tough turn of events for the Post Falls Trojans. Let's see if they can muster some offense here and get it back. Back to receive the kick. Isaiah Bearshield. We've got a long kick, goes over the receiver's heads. Keeps rolling. Now it's down. Oh, don't touch it now. It's in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. I thought maybe he was going to pick that up about the 1 yard line and have the defenders stomp on him there and he'd lose 20 yards. But instead, he wisely lets it go into the end zone. Before he touches it, the referee's called a touchback, and the ball will be placed on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Post Falls Trojans. Jimerson lines up in the backfield at quarterback. You got Blake Williams back there with him, number 49. Jimerson takes the snap, hands off to Blake Williams. Blake Williams over the left tackle. He's met almost immediately by some defenders, but he drags them along for about 5-yard gain. It'll be second down and about 4. We'll give Blake about 6 yards on that gain, but at least 5 of them were well earned because he dragged all those players about 5 yards with him. That's where the work in the weight room really pays off. Get those legs strong and you're able to carry players with you. Jimerson sends Williams in motion. He's off to their left side, but he drops the ball. That should be an incomplete forward pass. It'll be third down and about 4. Jimerson and Williams in the backfield. Jimerson takes the ball, does that blind handoff to Williams, and the ball is fumbled. And the Kellogg Wildcat fall on it at about the 17-yard line, 18-yard line for another Post Falls turnover. Kellogg's Wildcats, 1st and 10, looks like on about the 19-yard line. They have run that play, I think, successfully, but that time I don't think the running back was expecting the handoff, and they just let it fall. The ball was pounded on by the Wildcats. Well, let's see if the defense now can dig in and stop the Wildcats from scoring. Deep in their own territory, they're inside the red zone. Watcott with the ball, hands off to the running back. Running back does a spin move, makes a few yards upfield. I think the running back is Brady Bergabi. Number 40, I believe, on that carry. Looked like about 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from about the 15-yard line. Watcott in the backfield with Vergabi behind him. Watcott takes the ball at the snap. He's a quick pass to the left receiver. Left receiver grabs the ball, avoids a couple tackles, sheds a couple. We've got, I think, maybe face mask down there on the goal line, but it did result in a touchdown, so I think that they'll either enforce that on the kickoff or they will decline it for the touchdown. That face mask is a personal foul, and I think sometimes they carry that over, those personal fouls, into further plays. So with that, Kellogg Wildcats score. Score now is 20-6, favor of the Wildcats. Let's see what they do on the conversion. They're going to go for, looks like a kick. Kick holder is Watcott, and the kicker is, I want to say number 52, but let me get a number for you. Number 52. And the kick was the kick good? I didn't see any signal by the officials.
I didn't see the ball lift up.
Number 52 was the kicker on that. Number 52 is Jordan Bauer. Or Jaden Bauer. Let's see what the scoreboard does.
Yeah, it's staying steady. I think it got
Gave it
blocked. I
20.
didn't see the ball get off the ground.
So it must not, yeah, I never did see the ball either, but I was trying to figure out who the kicker was, and so I didn't see the kick. And then I never saw the officials signal that it was no good or that it was good. I think with that, the Kellogg Wildcats lead the Post Falls Trojans 20-6 with 30 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. They did enforce that penalty on the kickoff, so Wildcats will be kicking off to a short field. They're on the 45 of the short field, kicking off to the Post Falls Trojans. Again, I think number 52 is the kicker, Jaden Bauer. Ball's picked up about the 5-yard line. He's got a hole. He makes it up to over the 20-yard line there. And we've got a penalty, I think, maybe for holding. That was Isaiah Bearshield on the carry. He was able to make it up several yards. Let's see what kind of penalty we have. Personal foul. They did not signal what the penalty was. It's good marching. Post Falls back, though. Let's see how far back they go. The most they can go back is 10 yards. That'd be halfway to the goal. Could be 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. Looks like that's what it's going to be. I did not see any kind of signal as to what the penalty was, just that it was a personal foul. Post Falls Trojans deep in their own territory. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. Jimerson takes the ball. He passes to Williams, who went in motion. Williams is caught right at the line of scrimmage or behind the line and tackled right there for no gain. I think that was Williams. Looks like Post Falls is planning on, it's the end of the quarter. So with that, the end of the third quarter, Kellogg's Wildcats lead the Post Falls Trojans 20-6. And we'll be ready for the fourth quarter in a couple minutes. I don't keep track of how many turnovers, but it seems like Post Falls has had a couple of key turnovers at the wrong time. One was stripped, I know, and for a touchdown. And, of course, Kellogg Wildcats also had a inopportune turnover where Post Falls got the ball and was able to put it in for their only score in that quarter. So at least they're on the board, but they've got some ground to make up if they want to make it competitive in the fourth quarter. They've got a long ways to go to the other end of the field now. Second down and about 12 for the Post Falls Trojans. It's gotten noticeably cooler here in this third quarter. I think the dew or something is starting to settle in a little bit, and it actually is a little cooler in the press box here than I thought it would be. I don't know if that was a timeout or if that was still the intermission between the third and the fourth quarter, but both teams went back to their benches for some more instruction. Looks like we've got a change of quarterbacks for the Post Falls Trojans. We have number 4 in, Ian Engel. Ian's in the backfield to receive the snap. Engel takes the snap, drops back to pass, has a man over here on the right flat. The man reaches over the defender. Looks like he caught the ball, but I really can't tell. But we've got a signal from the officials saying that's where the ball will be placed. It'll be first down and 10. Post Falls Trojans, nice pass by Engel. I didn't catch the receiver's name or number. But that was a nice play. We got Engel in the backfield with Williams. We got movement. Looks like, oh boy, I don't know if they recovered that or not. Maybe they did. Looks like Engel was able to recover that the bad snap or the catch. He wasn't able to make the catch on the snap, so it now is second down and about 16. Engel in the backfield taking the snap. Blake Williams goes in motion. Engel looks to him, loses the handle on the ball, is able to gather it in and take off to the right side before he's thrown out of bounds. At about the 19-yard line, looks like we have a penalty. Maybe there was a little extra activity out of bounds. That could be a personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Give him a 15-yard penalty, making a first down and 10 on about the 35-yard line for the Post Falls Trojans. That moves them a little closer to the center of the field, gets them out of their own territory. It won't be quite as close to their goal line. Engel in the backfield takes the snap, looks to pass. He's got a man, number 35, reaches tall over the middle and is able to drag a couple players ahead for a first down. 35 is Gavin Reynolds. Nice catch by Gavin. Reached pretty high for that ball. Nice pass by Ian. First and 10, Post Falls Trojans at the 47-yard line. Ian sets up in shotgun formation, takes the snap, fakes to the running back, passes over the middle to ink it for a completed pass to number 35. I think that's Gavin Reynolds, again for a gain of about 5 yards. Second down and 5, long 5, from just across midfield at the 49-yard line. Engel takes the snap. It goes through his hands. It's back at about the 30-yard line. He falls on the ball. Hopefully he's able to corral it. Let's see what happens here. See who has the ball. It looks like the ball has been turned over to the Wildcats at the 29-yard line. That was a high snap, went through Engel's hands, and all he could do is try to chase it down, landed on it, but that ball is hard to corral when it's on the ground like that.
Well, you said it earlier. Every time they get a little momentum going their way, a little bit of luck,
They seem to get the turnover, don't they?
something turns it around.
Can't quite put it all together tonight. Yeah, it's pretty tough, I think, sometimes when they've had three different quarterbacks. First quarter was Riley Sullivan. Second and third quarter was Caleb Jimerson, and now Ian Engel in the fourth quarter. And he actually made a few nice passes that get him a little momentum, and then that ball was snapped over his head. And to the end of the story, Kellogg Wildcats first and 10 from about the 29-yard line. Looks like we have a new quarterback for the Wildcats, too. Number 30 takes the ball on a bootleg right. He's around the corner. Can he make the corner? He gets pushed out of bounds. That's number 3. Number 3 is James Marinko. I think I called his name earlier for being a quarterback, and now he's back in. So Marinko in shotgun formation, takes the ball, looks to pass right away. He's got a man over there on the right flat. He does a little shift move to avoid one defender and looks like he's in for the touchdown. That receiver, I think, I'll get a number here as soon as he moves out from behind the officials. Number 29. Number 29 is Tom O'Neill. I've mentioned him several times, so he's obviously a key player on the Wildcats team. So, with a touchdown, let's see what they do for the extra point conversion. Looks like they're going to probably run a play from scrimmage. See what Marinko does is catch the snap, gives us number 21. 21's Coulter Wood. He's in for the score, adding 2 points to that touchdown. With that, I think the score now will be Kellogg Wildcats 28, Post Falls Trojans 6. Well, I might have spoken too soon. At the first half, it seemed like there's a pretty close game. Looks like the Wildcats have, I think it's mostly probably just bad luck by the Trojans have given the Wildcats a couple scores, given the ball back a couple times during key moments in the third quarter. We have 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. A score 28-6. Kellogg Wildcats over the Post Falls Trojans. Isaiah Bearshield and number 11, Owen Netterhood, out to receive the kickoff. They post up about the 20-yard line. Let's see where the ball's kicked to. It's a low kick, goes between defenders. I think that's number 51 who picked it up midfield. Now he's running, got some shifty moves. He's able to avoid a couple defenders, and then the ball will be placed there. Number 51 is Josh Stone. Picked up that ball and short kick. Was able to make a few yards on the run back. And it'll be 1st and 10, Post Falls Trojans. They placed the ball at about the 38-yard line. Looks like Ian Engel is going back in at quarterback. Ian in shotgun formation. We got movement by the right tackle. We also had some movement by the defensive end, but if he didn't go in the neutral zone, oh yeah, they're going to get an encroachment on the Wildcats. Be 1st and 5. That was kind of fortunate because I don't know that he went across the neutral zone, but if he was there when the offensive player moved, then it is encroachment. Engel with the ball, looks to pass to Gavin Reynolds. Gavin Reynolds can't bring it in. It'll be 2nd down and 5 at about the 43-yard line. Ian sends Blake Williams in motion, looks to pass. Oh, I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but there are a couple of Post Falls guys there. But nobody really close to the ball. I think Tucker Pring was there. Ball fell incomplete. 3rd down and 5. Post Falls breaks the huddle. Engel behind center in shotgun formation. Offensive line gets set. Engel takes the snap, drops back to pass, lets one go. He's got a man out here, and I think he ended up playing defense, had to knock the ball down because the ball was a little beyond his reach, and the defender was closer to the ball. I think that was Gavin Reynolds again. Could have been Tucker Pring. I'm not sure about the number now, but they played pretty good defense by knocking the ball down before the defender could intercept that. We have 4th and 5. Engel's in with a deep setback. I think it's punt formation. It's a high snap to Isaiah Bearshield. He gets a kickoff. It's a low driving punt. Ball's taken right there at about the 28-yard line. He's looking to make a play. He gets contacted about the 32, and he's up. Still got on his feet. A host of Trojans are there to meet him and tackle him there at about the 34-yard line. 7:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. Kellogg Wildcats 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Score Kellogg Wildcats 28, Post Falls Trojans 6. Wildcats come back out on the field. Looks like number 41 is in to quarterback, Wyatt Story. Wyatt hands off or tries to hand off to number 21, Coulter Wood. Doesn't make the handoff and is tackled in the backfield for a loss of about 5 yards. Looks like it'll be 2nd down and about 15. Wyatt Story again in the backfield. He shifts to the left. He's got a man down. He's double covered, and the ball falls incomplete. Well defended by number 16. And number 36. 16 is Aiden Getz, and number 36 is Riley Sullivan. 3rd down and 15. Again, I think it's Wyatt Story in the backfield. Takes a snap, goes through his hands. It's a bad high snap. He's able to down the ball on about the 11 or 12-yard line before Post Falls Trojans was able to get in and stop the play. So that'll make a 4th down and forever. Looks like it's going to be about 4th down and 30. I think at this point it might be prudent to punt the ball. If they have a good punt, they could roll down to about midfield. Let's see what that does. Here's a punt. The punt's off. It's a low driving punt. It goes over the head of the kick returner. Returner picks up the ball about the 46-yard line, avoids the tackle. He's upfield. He's at the 40. He's at the 30, almost to the 35 before he's knocked off his feet. That runner was number 42, Caden Farr.
Well, looks like the Trojans almost got back to the line of scrimmage that the Wildcats were at. Previous play.
Chain Gang didn't have to walk very far on that one, did they? It'd be 1st and 10, Post Falls Trojans on the 35-yard line. With just under 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Looks like Engel is shotgun formation again. We got some movement, but the referees didn't throw the flag. Number 49 goes through the middle. Blake Williams, enough possibly for just short of the 1st down. Be 2nd down and 1. This late in the game, those illegal procedures probably don't mean quite as much, especially with the score 28-6 either. They probably do pretty well to just keep the flag in their pocket at that point, and not call all these small penalties like that. Engel in shotgun formation again. Blake Williams in the backfield with him. 45 goes in motion, sets up over the left tackle. The ball's handed to Blake Williams, and he's over the 25-yard line for the 1st down. Looks like there's a kind of a mini huddle there between the quarterback and the flanker. Flanker goes in motion. Ball snap. Hands off to the flanker. I think that's number 18. 18 is Kellen Odd. Kellen with the carry. He loses a couple yards. 2nd down and 14. Engel in the backfield. We got a movement on the left end. They almost have to call that one. He was in the backfield before the play started, so they have to call that penalty, don't they? He couldn't quite get reset. 5-yard penalty. It'll move it back and make it 2nd down and 19 from the 34-yard line. As much as they'd like to keep the flag in their pockets this late in the game with this lopsided score, I'm sure they had to call that one. There's a draw play to the running back. He makes it up to the 30-yard line, gets back 3 or 4 yards on that run. Be 3rd down and about 15. Set up on a pretty wide open formation. Engel in shotgun and Williams behind him. Ian takes a high snap, is able to corral it, looks to pass, has got a man with single coverage down there. He makes the catch down there on the 12-yard line. That was number 45, Tucker Pring, with the reception. Nice catch. Nice pass by Ian Engel. Be 1st and goal from about just maybe the 10-yard line. Very close to 1st and goal. They don't have the chains up there, so it looks like the line to gain will be the end zone. Engel in shotgun formation, hands off to Blake Williams. Blake Williams over the left side. Looks like he makes it up to about the 5-yard line before he's corralled there. That'll make it 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. At this point, the clock is not a factor. They've got a minute, just under 2 minutes to play. They're down on the 5-yard, knocking on the door. This would be an emotional lift for him. Engel takes the ball, looks to pass. He's got a man in the middle. And the man in the middle sticks his head down and busts in for the touchdown. Let's see who that is. See if I can get a number for you. It's number 38. Number 38 is Matthew Duthie. Matthew Duthie. Nice job, Matthew. Nice pass, Ian. Gives Post Falls the score. Let's see, I'll probably do another swinging gate if my guess is correct. I think every extra point this year has been the swinging gate when they haven't tried to kick. Seems to work for them about 75% of the time. Nope, straight up formation. You got trips out to the left side. Ian in shotgun formation takes the ball, takes a step back. He's got a man right there at the goal line. That man is Gavin Reynolds, who corralled that in. A nice catch. A little bit over his head. He was able to jump up and get it for the extra point conversion for 2 points. So with that, Post Falls 8-14, Kellogg 28. And a little over about a minute and a third. How about that? Minute and 20 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. That'll raise the spirits of the Trojans. A little score on the board. Let's see what they do on the kickoff here. I wouldn't expect anything fancy like an onside kick, but you never know. Some of the onside kicks have not been called, but they've been executed because it slipped off of the kicker's foot this year, which is always kind of an interesting concept. Looks like Isaiah Bearshield is going to be the kicker. Back to receive for the Wildcats, number 45, Coleman Blaylock. See what Isaiah does here on the kickoff. Kicks away. It's a high kick. Back to the 20-yard line. He picks it up. He doesn't meet a defender until he gets up to the 32-yard line, where he's then held up by the defenders and tackled right there at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Kellogg Wildcats from the 32. Just over a minute left to go in the fourth quarter. Looks like Marinko will be back in at quarterback for the Wildcats. He'll have Coulter Wood in the backfield. Looks like they're going to set up in a snap formation. Maybe they're just going to down the ball. With a minute left to go. Looks like takes a knee. Looks like they're just trying to run out the clock at this point. Let's see what Post Falls do. If they choose to call timeouts to stop the clock, it doesn't look like it. Clock continues to run. This is one of those plays like in baseball where if you're going to walk the batter, just tell them, just give them a walk. Here, I'm going to give you a pass. If they're going to run out the clock, just run out. Just say, hey, take the minute off the clock. Let's just be done, right? Doesn't. Just go through the motions now, just running out the clock. It's been a great night for football. It ended up not being quite so nice for Post Falls Trojans, who fall to the Kellogg Wildcats 28-14. We hope you enjoyed the program. Hope you enjoyed the streaming. We miss our Tyson France. We appreciate Tim Short filling in for him on the camera. I'm Doug Middleton. We'll catch you later.